Okay, so I've got a little bit of a tie rod issue, mostly on the other side. This side's not as bad. This one's pretty good. No, you don't even notice it that much. But there's just enough where it's making the tire wear unevenly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order the parts, and I'm gonna get the new tie rods and everything that's involved with that. But in the meantime, this tire is getting down far enough where I don't want to chance it anymore. These tires are 2 years old, and with a basic alignment, they've done really well. This one's worn more than the one on the other side. As you can see, that one doesn't look too bad. So you can see the back tires are actually pretty good. I still got the nubs on these things on both sides. So it's definitely due to the alignment issue. This tire here is a little bit more worn because I had actually pulled this one from the front at one point. So what I'm going to do is I've ordered 2 tires, and I'm going to put the 2 tires on the back, and I'm going to migrate the 2 back tires to the front. So I've got something to drive around on while my parts are ordered. Once my parts come in, then I'll hook up with my alignment guy and I'll get 2 more tires. So I ended up buying tires from a company called Pure Off-Road, and one already arrived. So I ordered these things online. Oh man, they are heavy. So I ordered these things online. I think I did it on Saturday, and today is Wednesday, and it's here. So that's excellent. The other one is en route, and it should be here, I guess, tomorrow. So that's pretty impressive. I'm super happy with it. These guys had the absolute best price. It's the same tire. I think the thing that I'm mostly amazed about is how stinking heavy these things are. I did not realize it. I thought my rims were just kind of heavy when I put those tires on, because it's such a small tire. This is only a 23-inch tire. But the casings on here are super thick. So I'm probably going to have some fun mounting these bad boys up. So I think I'm going to start by just letting the air out of that tire, and I may drive it around a little bit just to break the bead. So when I swapped out my RTV 900 tires, I ended up putting my bucket edge onto the tire and then just pushed it in, which is probably about what I'm going to have to do in this case too, I think. Because I don't think these fellas are coming off without a fight. That's my guess. We'll see what they do. Because usually, even without air, these tires, see how far down it goes. Okay, I got a little bit of confidence in that. So the one on the back, because the back of the truck doesn't really weigh anything, I had basically like no air pressure at all. It was low enough where my low pressure gauge wasn't reading it. So it was under 7 pounds. So this is actually confidence inspiring. At least now I think I have a snowball's chance of getting this thing off by hand without having to take this teeny tiny tire to a tire shop to get it swapped out. So I think I might be able to do this. The super stiff sidewalls. Looks really concave too. So I'm wondering if I overpressured these. Interesting. So these have a max load at 32 psi, which is where I had these. And I'm wondering if maybe I should be down like around 24 or something. Anybody have any idea? All right, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna tackle this today or not, because it's really hot here. Maybe not for somebody like BC Truck, because Brad, we all know Texas is boiling all the time, but for us here, yeah, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I may have to go up to Canada and get the tire doctor. All right, so I used the tire doctor's favorite tool. That didn't work, so I'll have to try something else. It's got a nice ring to it. Hey, Ted. What's up, dog? Okay. That's on a total angle. Super sketch-tastic. Couldn't get the floor jack under it because it wouldn't fit far enough in without the handle being all the way under. And then I've got that under here for safety. Let's see how this goes. All right, so because this beast is going to end up on the back when it has the new tire on it, I'm going to put one of the factory tires on the front. Plus the fact that I really want to redo that. I don't like the way that looks at all. That's not great. Upstairs in the attic, got one of my factory rims. Let that little fella's out, so I'm gonna pump that. Alright, it bounced a few times. Yeah, this looks like this is gonna be some fun. We'll get there. Alright, so I tried using my bar to get some side leverage in there. Still not moving. Guess I'll keep bouncing a little bit more. Yeah, those are tough. All right, so my guess is I'm probably going to end up having to get a cheap tire machine because I don't think I'm going to have the hand strength to be able to crank these things down enough to get this any farther than this is right now. I'm going to give this a couple more and then I'll see what I get. So what I've been doing, I got this metal plate in here, loosen one up, bring the other one over, tighten that one up. Keep doing it back and forth until I get it squished up some. And so far, that's as far as I've gotten. So I'm going to try and get a little bit farther, and then I'll let it set overnight. And who knows, maybe the stress of that will help pop it off the bead. If not, they are going to have to go to a tire shop unless I pick myself up one of those cheap tire tire remover things that I should really have. All right. So I just got another, what I'll refer to as a whack-ass idea. All right. See if this works. I wonder if you can figure out what I'm going to do. All right. But you got an idea of what I'm going to do, don't you? All right. Yep, this is going to work, but I have to get a wrench hand down there. All right, so you hear this thing cutting on and cutting off. That is not me being annoying. That is my DeWalt being annoying. So this thing is an adapted 18-volt DeWalt, and it really just, it keeps dying. The battery cuts out, so I'm pulling down solid on the trigger. It croaks, and then I have to keep letting back off on the trigger in order to get it to go again. Like I said, a couple years ago it worked out fairly well because it's an adapted 18-volt to the newer style battery. But yeah, it's time to let that POS go and then get something new. So I'm probably going to pick up a Makita pretty soon. All right. So the theory's plenty solid. Seems to be kind of working if I can keep at it. As long as I can still get the wrench in there. The drill keeps dying though, so we'll see how that goes. Now this is a soft compound tire, but it is 8-ply, so the sidewalls are incredibly stiff. Like I said, I can't emphasize enough how heavy these are. These casings are heavier than the casings on my wife's full-size truck. It was actually bending the upper washer in. It was making the small washer concave into the larger washer that it had covering it. And then the one in the bottom, you can see I keep looking underneath to see if I can get the wrench in there, because the wrench is almost perpendicular with the bolt at this point. It's getting pretty bad how far in it's sucking in, but it's working. That did it. Yeah. Even I can't believe it. I've done tires before, but nothing like this. So this has got a, you can't really see it here on camera, but it's got a very pronounced lip on it. So that's why that bead stays on there nicely. As you can see, it's actually made the washer concave. So get down underneath here. This side here hasn't completely broken off the bead yet, so there's still work to be done here. But I'm gonna use the spoon and go around this and at least see if I can get one side off for starts. Almost in the middle of the day. And no, after all that, just sending the tool down in, and I've already nudged up the edge of the rim. So, yep, bunging up the rim, so I don't want to do that. I think I'm going to have to send it to a tire shop. I figured I'd be okay, because I have a spoon, but yeah. No. Alright, so if I totally wanted to beat the rim up, I could probably do it, but I'm not interested in that. Let's see if the local ATV shop can pull that off, and then I'll have them put that on. But that's it for now.